Meet John Maynard Keynes, born on June 5, 1883 in Cambridge, England. He didn't come into this world kicking and screaming about GDP, but he might as well have. His dad was an economist and his mom was a social reformer, so you could say economic debates were the family's version of game night. Young Keynes was a prodigy, acing his way through Eton College before heading to King's College, Cambridge. Initially into mathematics, he switched to economics, probably because he realized there were more interesting problems to solve there than in algebra. Keynes kicked off his career in the India office, but soon academia called him back. In 1913, he published Indian Currency and Finance, which was like the Game of Thrones for monetary policy nerds. In 1921, he penned A Treatise on Probability, making him a hotshot in both economics and decision theory. Think of him as the original multidisciplinary rock star. Then came 1936, and Keynes dropped The General Theory of Employment, Interest, and Money, the economic equivalent of a chart-topping album. This wasn't just another book, it was a game changer. Classical economists thought free markets could do no wrong and would always self-correct. Keynes took one look at that idea and said, "Hold my beer." He introduced the concept of aggregate demand, essentially the total spending in an economy, as the key to understanding economic health. If people aren't spending, economies can get stuck in a rut, unemployment rises, and all the good vibes disappear. Keynes argued that during these downturns, the government should step in, spend money, and get things moving again. It's like when your friend's party is dying and you show up with a new playlist and snacks. Keynes didn't just write books, he was also a policy powerhouse. During World War II, he was advising the British government and shaping Allied economic policies. He was a star player at the Bretton Woods Conference in 1944, helping to design the modern international monetary system. This led to the creation of the IMF and the World Bank, kind of like creating the economic Avengers. Post-war, Keynes's ideas dominated. Governments everywhere were trying his policies, leading to economic booms in the 1950s and 60s. However, the 1970s brought stagflation, high inflation, and unemployment, which Keynesian policies struggled with, giving rise to new theories. But even then, Keynesian principles remained influential, proving that good ideas never really go out of style. Keynes wasn't all about economics. He was an art collector, a patron of the arts and part of the Bloomsbury Group, which included literary legends like Virginia Woolf. He married Russian ballerina Lydia Lopukova, blending his intellectual life with her artistic flair. Imagine dinner at their place. Half economics debate, half ballet performance. John Maynard Keynes didn't just theorize, he transformed economics and policymaking. His ideas about government intervention and managing economic cycles have shaped modern economics. Whether you're dealing with a recession or just trying to understand why the government is spending so much, Keynes's insights are still relevant. He showed us that sometimes, to keep the party going, you need to step in with a new playlist and snacks. And that's a legacy worth celebrating.